Well, I was headed to get lunch, and I got up to 17th and I Street and was going to take a right. And as soon as I got up to 17th and I Street, we heard like rapid gunshots. So myself and other people started to run back down I Street. There were also like a UPS truck that like was speeding by too. And we got about halfway down I Street towards 18th, and we stopped because everything was quiet. So we thought maybe it was construction going on. It certainly didn't sound like that. But then we started walking back, and then we heard more gunfire. So we ran down the street, and then about a minute later, we still weren't completely convinced that it was gunfire. So I walked back to the corner, and I only saw one police car there, so I figured it couldn't be anything. So I walked up and I saw they had a person pinned on the ground yelling at him to stay down, and there was broken glass in the bus stop, and then they moved, like it was some sort of construction vehicle or something along those lines, and they moved the vehicle, and that's when we saw two National Guards on the ground, and one they were trying to resuscitate. And then at that point, it was still even a couple of minutes before there was any response. Like they didn't have anything closed off, and it was kind of surreal, to be honest with you. And it took us a couple of minutes to realize how serious the situation was.
How this had unfolded?
I just remember hearing them. Not really, didn't see blood. I think it was a little bit too far for that being across the street. However, we did hear them like working on somebody, and like they were doing chest compressions on one of the National Guard men. And then there was another one that was on the ground that looked like he was a little bit closer to the suspect. Were saying the same thing with that gunshots. A lot of the security people. I mean, it was probably like 3 minutes or so before a couple showed up here and there, and then probably 3 or 4 minutes before like there was even a major response. Then a lot of people started coming. The EMTs came, and it's pretty much how it happened. Well, I mean, I feel terrible for the National Guardmen. I mean, they were ordered to be here. They didn't ask for anything like this. And I'm sure a lot of them would rather not be here to begin with. And, I did see a couple of guardsmen hugging each other that were very, very upset. It's hard to see that. One of their colleagues, I guess, was, injured so badly.
The shooting happened just a couple of blocks behind me, and it happened right near a metro stop that I walked by at least.
I mean, it's going to bring a narrative, and I'm a little bit concerned that, this city is going to have much more of a military presence and much more of a police presence.